Hey guys, hope your day is going well. I'm Karen. Welcome to my channel. First of all, I want to say thank you for coming to my channel and watching it. When I turned 50 in February, I decided that I wanted to do this for myself to document my journey into a healthier lifestyle, better skincare, aging with grace. Although it's kind of a late start because I just did turn 50, I looked at myself and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm turning 50. I have wrinkles. My skincare has not been the best. I will be quite honest, I've never really taken care of my skin. You know, soap and water when I take a shower now and then, going on a regimen, but then quickly, you know, losing interest in it and just, you know, hey, my face is clean just fine with soap and water. So, you know, no pampering of myself or my skin or taking care of it. So I wanted to kind of document a journey, my journey to being healthier, you know, losing weight, bettering myself as I grow older, and things that maybe you can help me with or I can help you with, you know, old and young and all the in between. You know, maybe everyone can learn from conversations that can go on here. Well, I kind of flaked out on it because I don't do well in front of a video camera. In fact, I will probably put up the video that I made in February just so that it's up there and kind of let you get my story and what was going on with me in life, which has drastically taken a bit of a turn since I made the original video. I was discussing a lot of pain I was having in my foot and surgery that I was needing, and about 4 weeks ago I had an abrupt turn. I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, and within a matter of weeks had a thyroidectomy, which you see my lovely bandage here on my neck. And I am actually 12 days post-op, and I am healing from within, and you know, everything's going to be fine. It's all good. We just need to get, you know, past this and, you know, one step forward each day. But with that being said, I am now 12 days post-op. I've had a difficult time with recovery, lots of pain, lots of weakness, dizziness, trying to adjust the medications, lots of nausea. So I really have just not been sleeping well and very fatigued and exhausted. I think I fell asleep at 3 o'clock last night or this morning, and found myself awake at 5:30 laying there staring at the ceiling. So I got up, did a few things around the house, and decided that I was going to get ready because it's icky nasty outside and I have an appointment. So I'm going to venture my way outside today. So I decided, why not? So you guys are going to join me while I do my makeup this morning. So bear with me as I go, because you already heard I'm not really good at recording myself and videoing and all this. So this is very new to me, and this is something that I'm pushing myself to do so that I feel more comfortable speaking to a crowd or a video or being in front of a camera. I've always found myself behind the camera, and here I am. So what I do find out is that I end up having sometimes a lot of fallout with my eye makeup, and I've always done foundation, yada, 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 and eyes almost last. And what I have come to find out is, as I'm getting older, often it is better to do your eye makeup first. So that's where we're going to start. I have a terrible tendency of having fallout with my eye makeup. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put some makeup tape on my eye, and this will allow me to get that edge from the edge of my eyebrow to the corner of my eye here, you see, and be able to get that makeup on, and then we'll take it off. Yeah, it looked kind of corny, don't it? So I just got some cheap tape off of Amazon, kind of cute and shiny there. And first off, I'll start off with an eye primer. And guys, excuse me if I sound like my voice is going in and out, because I'm still having some issues with hoarseness at times. And I also am, like I said, I'm pretty weak. I'm not eating as much. Trying to do some juicing during this time with my throat, and just trying to get more nutrition in since I can't I'm not eating as much. So what I'm using right now is e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. And it came in a pack of 3 for 10 bucks. And I absolutely love it. It's not the most expensive, and it works exactly like you need it to. As you can see, when I'm putting this on my eye, I've got the total 50-year-old eye, where I've lost collagen and lots of shifting. So make sure, if you have that issue, that when you do your primer or your eye makeup, that you not only just go in one direction, because you can miss areas because of creasing. Also be advised that, you know, due to all this going on, I haven't had the chance to get my hair done or pluck my eyebrows, so this is completely raw here. You can see my grays. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Stone Cold ColourPop palette. And I really like these colors because these are totally more my colors. The browns and the more neutrals. And I just find it very much more the colors that I use. The first one I'm going to use is I'm going to use this brown here to do like a little bit of a base. And I didn't tap this one. ColourPop, fortunately I have the tape there. ColourPop has a little bit of a fallout, so I always tap it just to get that excess off. So you see how I'm moving the brush back and forth? Just because, you know, as we get older, our bodies change. You lose that elasticity in your skin. All right, so let's see what color we want to go, mid color. So I'm going to go with, this color here, this color brown for my mid color. And because I have hooded eyes, instead of going down deep in the crease like you normally would, I'm going to go just a little bit above it. And what that does is that gives you that illusion of your eyes not being as hooded, but it allows you to still be able to see this beautiful color. You know, I'm a huge person on be you. And you hear a lot of people who will make comments like, well, if you want to be you, then be natural. You know, why do you need makeup? But to me, being you means be who you are. Don't hide behind anything. Don't hide behind makeup. Don't hide behind your clothes. Don't hide behind your money. Don't hide behind anything. Be you. If that means being a person who wears beautiful, extravagant makeup to the T's, or if that means going completely natural with however you want, be who you want to be. Don't let anyone put you in a box. That's what I got to say about my daughter. I have a daughter in her young 20s, in college. And the one thing I can say about her is that she has always just been one of those children who is herself. She doesn't let anyone put her in a box. She'll go to a thrift store and buy an outfit, and she'll wear it and sport it, and she'll go to some of the highest end stores and buy her clothing and sport it. And she just is just good with who she is, and I absolutely love that. As a mother, that makes me happier than I've ever been. All right. So, with that being said, be you. Whether you want to get up and put makeup on in the morning, you want to get on and put on jogging pants in the morning, you want to get up and put on your prom dress or your wedding dress, be who you want to be. So, let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with this color here, this brown. We're going to go with this one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to the corner, and I'm going to kind of start getting a little bit of a feeling in. Essentially making a bit of a V here. I always have the hardest time doing this eye. It's funny how we We get so used to doing something, isn't it? So you want to make sure you do the same exact thing on this side with your V. Hope you guys are having beautiful weather today. We had some amazing weather the past weekend, but it's starting to get hotter here. Very humid here in the southeast. And so you can see the fallout on the tape here. So what I'm going to do is, now that I've got that darker area done, I'm going to take this off, because if not, I'm just going to have lots of edges. So now I'm going to pull this off. And now I have a dramatic flare, right? So now I'm going to start to kind of fade it in a little bit. Try to make it to where it's not such an edge. You can see my tape area. I'm glad I didn't have my... Sometimes I'll do the tape if I forget to do my eyes first, because it's a habit. For years and years and years, I've done eyes almost last. So, you know, you just get into that habit of doing that. Still a little bit more dramatic here, so I want to brush this out. I want to kind of... And that'll be fixed as well when I go to do my base. So I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of almost a pinky peach color here. And that I'm going to put right here, just to give my eyelid just a little bit of pop, because today I want to pop. I haven't felt good. I haven't slept well. And I just want a little bit of a pop. You know, I'm finding it more and more difficult as I get older to sleep anyway. And then I'm sure I'm probably premenopausal. We're going into menopause. But I lay down and my head starts going everywhere. I start thinking about all sorts of things. And then you just forget that you were supposed to be sleeping and not laying there looking at your ceiling. Okay, so now that we have that done, we are going to go to... Oh, I forgot to tell you, I do my skincare at night and in the morning. I'll wash my face at night, clean all the makeup off, exfoliate, put some nice heavy moisturizer on at night. In the morning I'll get up, I'll wash my face again, put on some lighter moisturizer and some sunscreen. So I've already done that already this morning. I've already put my sunscreen on, I've already put my moisturizer on, and now I'm set to do my makeup. Forgot to tell you that. All right, so now I'm using the e.l.f. Power Grip. Power Grip. It is a really good product. It's a very tacky product, so if you don't like that feel, it might not be something you want to use. I typically use it more on my forehead, my nose, and my cheeks, where I have like more open pores and troubled areas. Eventually rubbing it throughout my entire face. You see I have a lot of red in my face. That's very normal for me. All right, so you have to excuse my my very used foundation. So the foundation that is like pretty much my holy grail, and I haven't tried a great deal of them, but I know as we get older and we have more difficulty with finding, you know, foundation that lasts on your face, that doesn't get flaky, that doesn't look really cakey and like you just got a lot of creping going on. And what I have found is I really am in love with the Your Skin But Better CC Plus. It also has SPF in it, so I really love the fact that it has that as well. But this is the product that I've been using, and I absolutely love it. It's full coverage. It's an anti-aging hydrating serum, and it is buildable as well. You know, if you want to make it heavier for nights out, or if that's just your typical how you enjoy wearing it. The color that I wear is light. And this is the light here. I can't get it to focus. Ah, you'll see it on my face. Looks like my sponge really needs I need a new sponge, I think, ready. You know, I use sponge mostly. I will use brushes at times, but I do change this out every 2 or 3 months, just according to my usage. I don't wear makeup every day. I usually wear it every day I work. But when I'm home or working from home or hanging out at the house with my family, I do not typically wear makeup. Usually I'll just get up, do my facial care, my skin care, and I will just give my skin a rest and end up chilling for the day, per se. I have sometimes the hardest time getting around my nose. Do you guys have that problem? Like, it's crazy. Just I'm not used to talking and put my makeup on. And I usually go a lot faster, of course, than this. You want that color to come down and match the skin on the bottom of your neck and your chest. I, of course, still have a lot of swelling and edema from where they took the thyroid out. So I am not going to go down there. I'm hoping that today I get to get this sucker taken off and I can see exactly what this scar is going to be. Hopefully not too terrible. One of the problems we face as we get older is a lot the area, as we already talked about, the area around your eyes. You know, you lose that collagen in your eyes. You start having you know, a little bit more sagging and drooping of the eyelids. A lot of the skin around the eyes, especially underneath these eyes here, it gets very dry, very difficult to deal with as far as things go with makeup. And so I try to really pay attention to my eyes now that I'm older. So all you younger girls, make sure you pay attention to that now. Your skin just has a lot of changes and it's not like it used to be. So I'm trying to find that perfect concealer. I don't always wear concealer, but sometimes you like to brighten up your eyes, right? Well, this one is one that another YouTuber suggested and absolutely loves it. And I'm still on the fence a little bit about it because I really am not 100% on this one. So this YouTuber, she uses it. It's Lancome. It is the ivory is the color that I got. And I'm still having a little bit of creping underneath my eyes with it. You know, when you're younger, a lot of people use the concealer quite drastically. In fact, I've seen some who, you know, use the concealer, you know, all the way down into this area. But as you can see, as we get older, we get these fine lines here. We get these fine lines. And you don't really want that concealer to go into those because it'll eventually settle into those lines. So you really want to, less is better. It's nice to have a little bit of pop with those eyes, but at the same time, you don't want to create a big old mess with all of it falling into your lines and just making a crazy mess. So I think I'm good with that. And, you know, hopefully we'll have some better wear on this one. All right, so we've got that done. So now I will go with a little bit of bronzing. So this really scared me when I got it because someone suggested me to get it. And oh my gosh, it's really dark, is it not? And I kind of freaked out the first time I got it. And I was like, ooh, this is just really bad. This is Kat Von D. And this is Fair Cool 90. And like I said, when I first got it, I was like kind of freaking out about it. But it actually brushes into a really beautiful bronzing color. Without issues. A lot of people will go on and do some bronzing here in their cheeks. I don't usually do a lot of high bronzing here, just because I'm overweight. And I find, to me, it creates more of, look here, I got a fat jaw. So I plan on fixing that as time goes. But right now, that's just how it is. A little bit of bronzing down in my nose, just a little bit of shading. You don't want a lot. So now I'm going to work on these brows, and I really need some pampering to my brows. Maybe something I do later. I've got, you know, for years and years and years, you in the 80s and the 90s, we, you know, plugged our brows so much that we had these little thin lines, right? And then now that's not in anymore. You know, the thicker brows are in. Well, the older you get, you're losing your brows. And plus, I've been tweezing them for all these years. So look at them now. Look how pretty they are. So with that being said, we're going to make some brows. This was probably the scaredest thing I have ever done. I wouldn't say scared. It was the weirdest thing. To me, I look at myself and I see what I have in brows. But I just kept watching these people put on all this brow makeup, and I'm just looking at it going, man, no. But now that I do it, there still are times I'll look at myself and I'm like, do I look weird? But then I realize it actually looks better. So what I use for this, and this is a very loved color, or loved product, so excuse the packaging. This is 3 Warm Light Brown, and it is Benefit Pomade, brow pomade, and I absolutely love it. And what I love about this more than anything is not only is it the pomade, but you see there on the side, let me see if I can do this. You see there on the side, it has like a little ridged area that allows you to wipe off the excess pomade, which I think is absolutely amazing. And I've got a couple other ones that I use now and then, but this one's my absolute favorite. I think because of the little ridges. I have to be quiet during this a little bit more. This to me is still very scary and very new, and you see how I messed up there. What I find with this pomade is it lasts a really long time, and it doesn't run. So we're very fortunate with that. This is my bad side, guys. And I'm not used to doing this while talking, and I'm not used to doing this showing people how I do it. So it's kind of crazy to me. Yeah, I can be a little silly. But you want to try your best to make them as even as possible. That doesn't mean it's going to happen, but you know what? We're not all symmetrical, and that's okay. Be you. I'm not symmetrical, and I'm crazy. Well, we're all crazy, are we not? All right. I think that looks okay. You know, the cool thing about makeup is if you mess it up, all you have to do is go back and fix it. All right, so another thing that I've started using that I've never used before is brow glue. So NYX brow glue. I've been using it, and I absolutely love it. Kind of sets these brows in place now. The ones that I have, and what's left of them, right? So it kind of sets those brows in place so they don't get all crazy. So when you have had, I haven't had this problem before because I usually keep my eyebrows pretty well groomed, but when you have had times like right now where you don't have your brows so ruly and they're being a little unruly and they're being little bad brows, you can fix them yourself. I think it looks pretty good. All right, so now we get to move on to the blush. I have really, I have always used a dry blush. I've always used dry blush since I wore makeup years and years ago. Plain in my mother's makeup up until about 5 months ago. And I was watching some YouTube channels and I was looking at some different things and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try this. So I tried a liquid blush and I absolutely love it. I'm not saying I won't ever use a dry blush. What I'm saying is that I'm so in love with the liquid blush that I will probably use it most of the time. The one I'm using today is, you guys have to excuse me because I'm not going to be able to read this packaging. I have to put my old girl glasses on. So this is Flower Blush Balm. And the color is Melon. And I think this is Drew Barrymore. I think this product is a product by Drew Barrymore. Which I always loved Drew Barrymore. She was actually one of her first movies. It may have been her first movie. I have to look that up. Actually, I think her first movie might have been Poltergeist. Firestarter was filmed primarily here in Wilmington, North Carolina. So the color, okay. So what I normally will do is put a couple of here. So then I just slowly start at the edge and bring it down. And up until I started using liquid blush, I never used any color but like a very, very neutral brown. But I have found that obviously I need to change that. So I didn't want to come like all the way down into the cheek area, which sometimes we may have done whenever you were younger. Pretty much stopped up here on the side of my cheeks for me, especially being a heavier person. With it being a little bit more darker towards the hairline. Another thing I've never used that much is a highlighter, and this highlighter is quite light, so I don't use as much. But this is the Tarte Parquet Princess. So we're going to use it. And here's the colors. You've got more of different color blushes in here as well, but we're just going to use the highlighter. So we're just going to use a little bit of it. I'm not going to get a lot on here. But just enough, a little bit on the top of my blush, a little bit down the nose, and a little bit here on the chin. Not a lot, just enough. It smells really good. Sometimes you get makeup and it just has this really horrible smell, and sometimes even the fruity smells are just a little bit too much. This isn't one that lingers, like it's a smell that you smell when you're putting it on and you're using it. You have the compact open, but once you close it, it's gone. So here goes another trick I have found in my day. For years and years, we have gone in, we've taken the eyeliner and we've put it all the way around the bottom of our eyelids. We put it around the top of our eyelids and completely closed in our eyes. Well, when I was younger, that was great because I had big, beautiful eyes and big, beautiful openings to my eyes. You know, my eyes were a lot larger, and you had that area to play with. Well, now that you get older, you have, you know, the drooping eyelids, your skin's kind of coming down more, so your eyes just aren't as large as they used to be. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is, I don't always wear eyeliner under my eyes, but today I'm going to put just a little bit, not a lot. So we're going to start off with that. I'm going to go more on the waterline. You guys have to excuse me because my eyes are really red today from not sleeping, which really sucks. All right, so now I'm going to go up here to the top, and I'm going to do the waterline on the top, just to kind of get that little bit of definition. This one I have a little bit more difficulty doing. I'm going to have to hold my eye. If I don't hold my eye on this one, I end up blinking, and I get eyeliner. See that? I get eyeliner all my eye makeup, and I look silly. See that? See how that stayed? Look at that. Getting old, getting old. It does that. Alright, so I'm going to come in, and I'm just going to do a little bit of a V here. Not a lot, just enough to define the edge of my eye. But I'm not going to completely finish it off like I would have when I was younger, because I don't want to completely close in my eye. I'll create just a little bit of a wing up here. What I don't want to do is to come down. You don't want to come down, because coming down will make your eyes droop and come down even more. So we're just going to leave it at that. All right. Oh, that was, let's do this again. Sephora Retractable Eyeliner Waterproof. And the color is Shimmer Top. So I got that. All right. You get older, everything goes. I've never wore glasses before in my life. In fact, my vision was always like 2010, 2015. I could see forever. And the past year has been just terrible, which I'm finding some of my issues could have been from my thyroid, because it was starting to get really bad to where I was seeing double vision. And I'm hoping now that the sucker is out and I have been started on medication for the start of the treatment, that that'll get better. We hope. One of the things I don't do is, I used to put, you know, mascara on your lower lashes and your upper lashes, and, you know, putting it on your lower lashes, especially when you don't have as many eyelashes, because the older you get, I'm losing. I've never had big, long, beautiful eyelashes anyway, but the older I've gotten, they're not as beautiful and pretty as they used to be. So when I put them on the bottom, I like have little spider legs down there, and I really don't want that. So I'll just do a second go at it. I really, really love this mascara. It lasts all day. You see that? You see me do my mouth? I remember when I was little, you know, you find yourself looking in the mirror and you're like, yeah, that's funny. But anyway. Okay. But this is Lacombe, and I absolutely adore this mascara. Lasts long time, works really well. So now I'm going to finish it up with NYX lip liner. What color is this? I'm going to have to write all this stuff down. It's New Truffle. I have to write all this down before the next one so that I'm not trying to read it for you guys. I plan on making more videos. Now I want this to be a video of empowering people. I want this to be a video of having discussions about healthy lifestyles and exercise and eating healthy, getting older, and things that support one another. You know, I'm sure you can teach me something. Hopefully I can teach you something. Maybe even some of the younger kids can teach all of us something, because, you know, they're looking through different viewfinders than we are. And this is all about helping women, no matter what. Young, old, I mean, shoot. Actually, let me rephrase that. This channel is about helping people. I don't care if you're female, male, older, younger. I don't care. I don't care who you are. You're human. So if this channel can help anyone, then so be it. I got put onto this this gloss several months ago, and it's like a plumper, and it's got that mint feeling, and you can feel it in your lips kind of tingle a little bit. This is Buxom. The color is Hot Toddy. And it really just gives you that oomph, that pop. So I'm going to go real quick, fix my hair, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I have extremely curly, frizzy, natural hair, and just because I don't want to excessively wash my hair, I only usually wash it twice a week. So when I shower, there are days that, you know, I wear a shower cap to keep my hair from getting wet. That was one today. So you don't have the freshly groomed hair this morning, just because it was very early and I am still very tired and exhausted. As you can tell, I'm just kind of worn out from going up and down the stairs. But finished the hair, went and styled it really quickly. Took me about 5 minutes to do, just the round brush and a little bit of heat from the hairdryer. And as I was talking about earlier, it was about time for me to get my hair cut, because this is a little bit longer than what I've been wearing it. It was around the time to get my hair cut or trimmed up and to get those grays filled in. To be quite honest with you, I have been thinking about going gray and just not dyeing my hair anymore. But my issue is, although my hair is naturally curly and frizzy, I have extremely oily hair, which I got from my father. I got very much both my parents and me. My mother has the naturally curly hair and a lot of curl and frizz, and my father's hair was very oily. So with that being said, for years, I mean, since I was in my mid-20s, I've dyed my hair just so that it wasn't oily, just to keep that oil out of there. And right now, I'm really past the time that I need to be doing it. So early, you saw a lot of grays. You're not seeing as many now. And the reason why is because I found this amazing product. It's called L'Oreal Paris Medium Brown Magic Root Cover Up. And it's absolutely just the best. It's got this little spray nozzle on it, and you just, I do like 2 or 3 little squirts, and that's it. I don't really overwhelm it. I still have some gray showing, but it's just not as prominent as it was earlier. So this is a lifesaver in between those cuts and colors, especially with short cuts. You know, you typically go and get your hair cut every at least 6 weeks to 8 weeks or so. And not every time do you want to get it colored. So this is a great temporary cover up that you can use so that while you're waiting. If I wore my hair up a lot or that nature, then it would be a little bit different. But even with this, you know, I'll still pull it back. You still have a little bit of gray here, you see, when I pull it back, but that's okay. A little bit of gray doesn't matter. So you just have that layer of color change right in the middle where you have that part on the top of your head. But I'm all done. I'm ready for my day. I am going to go wake up my family, get them ready because they are going to go with me to my appointment, and then we are going to go do some shopping and get some groceries, get me out of the house for a little bit, get me walking some more. And, you know, I want this to be a great start to a great channel where we can talk about health and exercise and anything that we want. Menopause, anything, you know. I just want to leave it wide open. I want to leave that door open to where this is a channel full of positivity and helping one another. So with that being said, I'm going to go and I'm going to get my family up. We're going to head out and we're going to start our day. And I hope you have an amazing day. At the end of the day, just know that you are being you and to be kind to one another. Have a good day. Bye.